It's time
to fire this thing up.
Hit it.
Studio at ShipShape TV. My name is Brian Farrell, the head technician, and standing beside me is Rya Landry, the product education manager for Yamaha Marine. Rya, I gave you a call because I had a motor that wouldn't turn over, and you advised me to go ahead and separate the lower from the power head to start the troubleshooting process there.
That's right, because you had already figured out at this point that the starter motor was actually okay. It was engaging, it was trying to spin the motor, but for some reason it wouldn't spin.
Locked up. That's
right. So we want to know, is the lower unit locked up or was the power head locked up? And as you can see sitting in front of us, we have a locked up lower unit.
Yeah.
So internally something broke. We don't know what. What we're going to need to do is disassemble it, inspect it, clean it, replace the bearings, new seals, put it back together. Now to do that, what we'd like to do is get you to come up to our class at Yamaha Marine University in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Okay.
We offer a drivetrain class where our dealership technicians actually come for a week to learn how to disassemble, inspect, and measure all of our lower units and reassemble them properly.
That'd be awesome. Actual hands-on experience with this exact product.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we're going to get you up in class and we're going to get you to start learning how to take one of these apart, and then you can actually do this one yourself.
Awesome. Well, we'll catch up with you guys when we're in Georgia.
Now, Captain Sam, what in the world is wrong with this picture, okay? You're a professional crew, all right, on the Surehold vessel, and you're not using the traditional Surehold aluminum handle.
No.
What do you have?
I have our deluxe water sprite mop on a premium wooden handle.
Okay. Now, I'm very familiar with the aluminum handle and all the attachments and everything, and I want to talk a little bit about dedicated captains assigned to a boat.
Sure.
Maybe a dedicated, full-time first mate. You guys are really meticulous when it comes to cleaning somebody's boat, cleaning somebody's yacht. Okay?
We're professionals. We're going to be really careful about how we do everything. We're going to make sure that none of the surfaces are going to be damaged while we're cleaning it.
Okay, however, if you hire on some crew, temps, something like that, they might not care as much as the professional crew that's dedicated to the boat.
It doesn't even have to be professionals. It could just be your friends and family coming on board.
Okay, so tell everybody the advantages of wood handles, especially around some all grip paint or possibly powder coating.
So the biggest reason is you're going to have no risk of scratching anything on the boat. Any kind of the powder coating, a nice all grip paint, Emeron, there's going to be no damage in case you accidentally bang up against the surface.
Okay, let's get into the actual, this is a synthetic chamois.
Yes.
How well does it absorb water, and will it leave streaks behind?
So this is actually the same exact head that we use on our deluxe water sprite mop, which is the best in the world at what it does. It's hyper absorbent, it cannot mold, it cannot mildew, it won't leave any kind of streaking. This is the industry standard and what professionals use.
Okay, now wood has to be more cost effective than aluminum.
Sure.
Is there a big price difference?
Yeah, so if you purchase an item like this, it's going to be roughly half the cost of what it would take to purchase a Surehold Deluxe Water Sprite mop with the aluminum handle.
And it's a wood handle. If you bang into something accidentally, you're not going to hurt anything.
Correct, exactly.
Okay. Does it come in different lengths?
Yeah, so we have this shorter one here, which is good for around the deck, and then we actually have a longer one available in case someone needs to reach up to the fly bridge from the deck itself.
Okay, now I personally like having a dedicated handle to a mop at my disposal on the boat all the time. And I think a lot of people at home, now that it's so affordable, can get the best used on the finest mega yachts around the world. Okay, where can people at home, where can they get more information?
Easy, you just head to Surehold.com where we have all kinds of tips, tricks, helpful articles and videos to help keep your boat clean and simple.
ShipShape TV, where boat improvement lives, is made possible by the entire collection of beautiful Sunbrella fabrics. Sunbrella, the only fabric to offer both design and performance, above and below deck. And by Yamaha, reliability starts here.
There's no other place you'd rather be than on the water, living your passion. Whether it's a serene day at the lake, cruising the coastline, or using the wind to power you along your course, only Sunbrella fabrics combine style and comfort above and below deck with the absolute best performance and warranty on land and sea.
Attention waterfront property owners already sold on the fact that synthetic lumber for decks and docks is far superior to the pitfalls of pressure-treated wood. You know about the splintering and the weathering issues. However, not every composite board sold is alike. Some turn chalky, decay due to mold and mildew. Most fade in color with age, though not true when you opt for the best. Lumber Rock, the fastest growing manufacturer of synthetic lumber on and around the waterfront. Lumber Rock, we never fade away.
Now in our 45th year, KenCraft introduces the all-new 2020 KenCraft Bay Rider Bay boats and skiffs, powered exclusively by Yamaha, specifically designed to fish hard, specifically designed to cruise well with your family. Can there really be one boat that does both exceedingly well? Yes, there can, with a KenCraft. KenCraft, top-tier fit and finish. KenCraft, only the best, most expensive marine hardware integrated. Can it be yours? Of course it can. Affordably. KenCraftBoats.com.
Welcome back. You're watching ShipShape TV, boat improvement made easy.
We're starting things out a little bit differently here at ShipShape TV, and good deal we made it. Hi, I'm John Breviscus. Where I'm kind of at, this is a classroom setting located in a town called Kennesaw, Georgia, and this is actually the headquarters for Yamaha Motors here in America. And who we have on the program first, guys, this is really going to be cool, is Joe Maniscalco. And Joe literally is the head of all Yamaha service with Marine. And Joe, welcome to the program. I want to talk a little bit about Brian Farrell with ShipShape TV. Graduated from McFadder Tech School, lead graduate, wonderful kid. He went through one of the train classes here in Kennesaw, Georgia, which is about 40 minutes north of Atlanta, here in Georgia. And he learned about drivetrains. At tech school, he learned a little bit about the lower unit. He's now certified in knowing a ton about drivetrains. And I want to talk a little bit about your responsibilities, all right? Classes are one of them, but you know, these tech schools, you actually did some physical contact with these schools years ago. What did you find?
Absolutely. One of the things that we learned right away is our industry is in a huge need for Yamaha Marine technicians. And so we started looking at all of our paths to grow technicians within our industry. One of the easy paths was, so let's look at the marine institutions that are out there that have marine programs. I personally went out and visited quite a few of them, and what I saw was very clear is that the industry was not supporting them. These institutions needed our help, but they were teaching out-of-date curriculum, out-of-date product, and they were not prepared to get these students ready to move into our industry.
Look at the advances that have taken place with outboard engines in the last 10 years, okay? It is not a carburetor, it's not, these are very, very technical motors. Yeah. And they're forecasting, you know, with a lot of marine technicians and craftsmen, they're forecasting in about the next 10 years, you know, a lot of these guys, a lot of us are going to be retiring. And man, that's going to leave a void for people to have service done in the marine industry. I see it as a huge opportunity for a student to get into marine service. And I'm telling you, that guy or that girl are going to be able to demand whatever kind of money they want, because you know it's all supply and demand. They're going to make more than any doctor will. Sure. You know, it's really going to be a lucrative thing. But there's a disconnect right now with our industry and with bringing kids into service. So what are you doing with the tech schools to kind of help them out?
So the focus with our tech school partnership is to make sure the institutions have current product that's relevant in the market right now, and that they have the curriculum to teach that product. Developing a technician starts hopefully by preparing them at the school and then moving that student into the dealership, because dealerships are hiring students at that point. They're not hiring technicians.
Right.
To be a technician, you need experience. You need to be at a dealership. You need to be at a location.
You need
to help
mentorship.
That. Yeah.
You know, you need, you know, this is, you want to think of this as like an apprenticeship. You need to be there 8 hours a day after day. Repetition, that's how you learn, and that's
Absolutely.
how you discover, you know, something else happened and there's another opportunity here and I can fix something, you know, this direction, with having
confidence,
skills, confidence,
yeah.
but also having somebody that knows, you know, a mentor at a dealership.
Absolutely.
Protect bare metal from the damaging effects of salt, grime, and water with the long-lasting power of the Hide. Shark Hide Metal Protectant. Shark Hide for decades has been the only way to keep plain or anodized aluminum looking like new indefinitely. It's the only product that goes on in seconds and dries to the touch fast, yet lasts years and years. Preserve that diamond plate. Coat stainless steel hardware. Hide all signs of aging from all bare metals with the Hide. Shark Hide. So what are you waiting for? Order now.
This is why we call them Ocean Tamer. Total body support and comfort. Shock-absorbing marine beanbag chairs. Ocean Tamer, the most comfortable seat on board. Crafted from 100% marine-grade materials. Built tough to handle the harsh marine environment. Water repellent. UV stabilized. Ocean Tamer marine beanbags. 4 awesome styles, tons of color choices. Can be personalized with boat name or logo. Finally, 2 nylon handles for ease of carrying or stowing. Order yours today. Ocean-tamer.com.
Pump up the performance in all of your engines. Kick your gas into gear with StarTron.
Welcome back. You're dialed in to ShipShape TV, boat improvement that's easy to comprehend.
Hey John, I want to welcome you back to Lake Murray. Last time we were out here, we were on the all-new 27 coffin box boat.
Unbelievable sea hunt. And guys, welcome back. Who we again have on the program is Robbie Coates. And Robbie is the National Sales Manager for Sea Hunt Boats. They're built here in Columbia, South Carolina. We're on Lake Murray, which is just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. It's absolutely beautiful. But what we want to kind of do today, Robbie, is we want to start at the bow on this all-new 27 Game Fish and kind of go through everything that's standard that comes with this boat. And guys, if you're looking for a fishing machine, if you're looking for a family machine to go out and just play on the beach with, oh my gosh, this may be the candidate. Let's start off with the ground tackle. What do we have?
Well, up front, if you go all the way forward, we have a horizontal drop windlass that has come through the hull. It has your foot pads on the top to keep you very safe. You don't want to get any hands or anything in that thing, so we've kept it very safe with that. If you drop down to this forward deck, Bubba's done an amazing job here.
You've got a backrest where you've got forward seating, and he invented this whole thing. An unbelievable setup with all of these pads and cushions and upholstery. And there's much more underneath, and let's kind of show them, Robbie.
Underneath your cushions, you have 140 quart fish boxes that are totally insulated. You got one port and starboard. As we close it, we take all these pads out, you've got a huge casting deck.
And I want to get into the hard top, and I want to get into this enclosure. This is standard equipment.
Right.
And I'm telling you, this is awesome. Okay, describe it. What do we have?
Well, what we have done, John, we've actually tooled this top into our console. So if you notice, there's nothing standing out here. Your legs aren't standing out that's going to catch a toe. That's going to narrow your walk-throughs here. So we've actually snugged this in, and there's no fasteners, John. If you look, there's no fasteners that hold this top on.
This is not plastic.
No, this is actually tempered glass.
Okay, big, huge head
right
down there. And I noticed that this year you added sea deck down in there. That completely stand up.
Right.
Okay, is that a China bowl?
That is a China toilet. If you notice that, we did put sea deck down there for any slippage or anything. It does have non-skid on it. It's got a drain in it. If you notice the ladder holder, which is a side entry ladder that we have, we've actually designated a place for it to lock in so your ladder's not falling all around the boat.
Okay, there's so much storage down there. I really, really love it. Come on around here. Okay, I want to get to master control here at the helm. And this is all standard equipment. Okay, let's start off with the electronics.
Well, as you notice, this unit has a 12-inch Garmin in it. We're pretty dominantly Garmin right now.
Right.
We do offer Simrad as well, but you're going to get a 12-inch unit standard equipment in this boat. You're going to get your command link plus gauges. And John, remember that we are only exclusive Yamaha, and we only use XCA engines on our bigger
Okay,
stuff.
so that's the digital.
That's a digital fly-by-wire.
That's a fly-by-wire. Look at that phone charger. Okay, that's a wireless phone charger, phone holder.
Right.
Okay, there you don't have to plug it in to charge your phone. Check out the seating here for the helm, guys. Man, you want to talk about convertible and comfortable. You've got swing down armrests. Okay, you can ride in a squat, sit up, stand up position. You can bring them down to sit flat. High end stainless steel hardware. Okay, but what's really cool is what's back behind it, and this again is Bubba Roof's invention.
Right.
Okay, you've got seating. Any storage underneath?
There is. There's actually twin live wells underneath.
Such a fishing machine. You know, with the live wells, not only these two, but back here in the corner. Okay, we have another one. Check that out. So you can run a third live bait if you want. This is a huge fish box.
Right.
Okay. We were out like an hour ago on Lake Murray. Okay, and we were running top end. I think with these twin 200s, we were doing like 52, 53 miles an hour.
That's correct.
But the reason a lot of boaters want to have a second engine is for a backup. If something does happen to a motor, you can still get home. But a lot of boats can only kind of plow at a very slow speed on that second engine. Not this one. We got up on plane running how fast on one motor?
We were running that 27, 28 mile an hour range, John.
We need to let people know how they can get a dealer. And Robbie, how do they do that?
They go to our website, John. It's seahuntboats.com. And if you go, there's a dealer locator. We'd love to hook you up with a dealer that's really close by, and he'll put you out in one of these.
This has been my workstation for the last 4 days here at Yamaha School in Kennesaw, Georgia. I've been enrolled in a drivetrain class where I learned the ins and outs of gear cases, power tilt and trim units, and propellers. And you guys know I'm a tech school graduate, and that was an awesome experience, and I learned a lot from a lot of different manufacturers. But coming here to Yamaha School has been amazing because I'm getting Yamaha-specific training from Yamaha-specific instructors. In tech school, there was a big gap between what the school could provide and where the industry was, mainly from like a resource level. We had older equipment, or the equipment that we had, we didn't have enough of them, so we couldn't get the large class size all around it. Here it's been, a huge confidence builder. I've completed everything. I've got certified, and I really believe that I'm going to have no issue rebuilding this lower unit for Taylor White's 90 horse back in Florida. If you could come over here, we've got a Yamaha 90 horse cutaway motor, and we're going to go ahead and get down to the lower unit where you guys are going to see that we've got all these insides and components of the lower unit. Obviously, you guys see the teeth on the gears. That's what really jumps out to you. One thing we spent a lot of time on was what shimming is and the importance of it. When the gear case itself, the housing is manufactured, there's machining tolerances that you have to overcome with shims to make sure that everything is meshed together just perfectly. If your gears are too tight, the whole lower unit can bind up on you. If they're too loose, you're gonna have excessive wear to the gears, and it's gonna end up creating damage. So we took some precision measurements, and then we came over to this shim board where we were able to grab up to 3 shims to come up with the measurement that we took earlier. So for example, one of mine, I needed to adjust my pinion height to 1.05 millimeters. So what I did was I took a 0.5 millimeter shim, a 0.4 millimeter shim, and a 0.15 millimeter shim. And the combination of the 3 of those gave me exactly my 1.05 millimeters. So I ended up having a lower unit that was spaced just perfectly.
Deco has mastered the art of boat lifts. We make big boat lifts, little boat lifts. We have lifts for your toys, lifts for all the boys. Deco's direct drive lifts. Deco's very elegant beamless lifts, elevator lifts, even the very sexy boathouse lifts. So remember that only Deco has mastered the beautiful art of boat lifts.
Deco boat lifts boats with ease.
I'm Mike O'Hott with TaylorMade Systems. Is your boat windshield scratched, pitted, or peeling? Is your glass broken or your frame bent? Or are you restoring a vintage boat? Our new website, boatwindshieldrepair.com, will help you repair or replace your boat's worn out and damaged windshield. Plus, we offer replacement hardware such as hatch arms, windshield vinyl, door latches, and vent window locks. Visit our new website, boatwindshieldrepair.com. At TaylorMade Systems, we're committed to making your boat look shipshape again.
We all love our boats, the fun making incredible memories. Yet we often overlook the most abused spot on the craft, the keel. Hidden oyster beds, reefs, sandbars, or just beaching grinds away paint, fiberglass, and gel coat just like that. Do your boat a favor, get the keel protector that comes with a lifetime warranty, Mega Wear Keel Guard. It'll give you peace of mind and protect your investment for years to come. And the best just got better with new and improved 3M adhesive. Visit keelguard.com.
Welcome back. You're tuned into ShipShape TV, America's favorite boat improvement show.
Just before the break, Brian was kind of giving us his input and kind of his impression of what one class that's taking place here in Kennesaw, Georgia was all about the drivetrain. And he now knows really well, he's certified, how to rebuild a lower unit. And the one that we're going to be rebuilding is for an older 90 horsepower motor. It's all the components for the lower unit.
Right.
Where we're now at is a different section of the campus in Kennesaw. This is about a 400,000 square foot parts warehouse. And who we have on the program is Mike Alisi, and Mike is the warehouse manager. And Mike, how many different parts do you have here?
We've got 53,000 different parts today.
Unbelievable. We're going to need some parts specifically for this lower unit.
Okay.
I want to talk about like when a boat dealership calls in for a customer.
Okay.
And they're ordering some replacement parts.
Right.
I noticed in the call center you have maybe 40, 50 people taking in these orders. And what really is surprising, I mean, this is all paperless.
Right.
How they do it. Barcodes are involved and everything.
Are all electronic. Yes, sir.
Let's go through like specifically the accuracy rate that you guys have. I mean, this is so much to manage. How are you so efficient, and what is the efficiency rate?
Well, we measure ourselves based on customer complaints.
Right.
How many orders we shipped and how many customer complaints we had based on those orders. You run all those numbers together, we average north of 99% accuracy.
How does the order come in, and how does it get to packing to where it gets out the door?
That order comes in as electronic information to us. The persons at each workstation where they're doing the picking, they're going to get that order on call it an RF device or a mobile computer that will tell them what part they've got to pick, where that part is, and how many pieces they need for that one particular order. Then they go there, get that part, bring it back to a central location. In this case, they actually bring it back to a conveyor, put the parts on the conveyor. They move to, if there's another workstation, they'll move to that workstation, and the next person will add parts to that.
So this tote's literally going down the conveyor belt, and it's getting switched through different gates, going where it needs to go in order to have the order
Just
fulfilled.
to make sure that tote makes it to every workstation that's got parts for that order.
Let's talk about a shim pack. Where would you find a shim pack here in the facility?
Shim pack is a smaller part. It's probably going to be very close to the conveyor because it's a part that just gets ordered fairly often.
Okay, what about a prop shaft? How far away would that be, like in miles?
You could probably be a 1/16 of a mile away from where that is to where the prop shaft is.
That is so impressive. What about water pumps?
A water pump.
We're going to do it.
It's a high volume part, so we're going to have that very close to the conveyor, so when they have to pick it, they can get that part quickly and put it in the tote for the customer.
All right, now this is one warehouse for parts for Yamaha in the United States. Are there others? 3.
We've actually got, in addition to Kennesaw, Georgia, we have Cypress, California, and Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin.
These aren't just brand new motors parts. This goes back in time, right? This is for older Yamahas that are still operational out on the water.
Right.
You have those replacement parts as well.
Oh, absolutely. Our plan is, when I said 53,000, that includes current models and models going back at least 10 years.
Okay. How long does it take to actually get out the door?
If we have the order today and we have it before 1 o'clock, our goal is always to ship it same day.
Fantastic. And that is so important to keep the boater on the water. Last thing they want to do is be held out.
Absolutely.
Right? And the dealer doesn't like that either because they look bad.
No.
So you get these parts out immediately.
Yeah, the trick with our business to remember is we're shipping, if someone's ordering spare parts, usually something's broken, which means we've got a customer that can't use their unit. So the quicker we can get it to the customer, the quicker the customer is out with their stuff again, the better off everybody is.
Mike, I'm not trying to give away any company secrets or anything like that, but just ballpark, monthly, this one facility, in dollars, how many parts are you selling or delivering every month?
We are probably doing 20 to 22 million a month.
It's so fantastic. Thank you for the look around. Guys, we're going to take another short break, but when we come back, Brian's actually going to be going through the installation of all these new parts for the lower unit. He's qualified, he's certified because of the schooling, and we'll cover it right after this.
Ever thought about adding additional canvas accessories to your boat? Hi, I'm Don Zirkelbach, president of Ameritex Fabric Systems. Our company often designs additional canvas options for the boat builders listed here, even if you didn't purchase canvas when your boat was new. Or maybe you bought a used boat without canvas. We can make those extra accessories for you now. Find your boat at AmeritexDirect.com, and we can make your canvas fast at factory direct pricing. That's AmeritexDirect.com.
I'm Jason Payank-Taylor, president of the TaylorMade Group, introducing for all T-top and hardtop boat owners, TaylorMadeCovers.com. Finally, high-end custom T-top covers for center console boats. Priced right, amazing custom fit. Installs in just minutes. Best yet, it's like half what canvas guys charge. Go to TaylorMadeCovers.com now with your year and model boat, the fabric and color you want. We build it, ship it directly to you within 2 weeks.
Keep them coming, guys. Let's talk marine exhaust. Hi, I'm Clete Galasso from Lighthouse Marine Supply. Here's what we are stocking. Bar exhaust risers, a critical part of a marine engine's exhaust system, and here's a bar exhaust manifold. I tell customers when you need the best saltwater replacement exhaust manifolds and risers, there's none better than Bar Marine. Best yet, MarineEngineParts.com, you'll save 25 to 30% off OE prices. Back to stocking, guys.
Big news! Full episodes are now available on the ShipShape TV YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, and every time a program posts, you'll be personally notified. I've learned that the best way to actually learn something is to teach somebody else. And welcome back. Brian Farrell has his certification in drivetrains from Yamaha. And Brian, I know I'm not certified or anything, but do you think you know enough about this to where maybe you could walk me through how to, this is locked up, okay, it's not turning on Taylor's lower unit, okay, where would I start? What do I remove first?
What we would do is have you remove the water pump and the shift shaft seal, and that'll give us access to the top side. And then more importantly, we need to get access and pull all the gears out of here.
All right, that's a specialty tool that Yamaha offers or companies like Marine Tech Tools.
Yep.
All right, that goes in there, you got to spin that off. And how many gears do we have in this lower unit?
We got 3, a rear gear, a pinion gear, and a forward gear.
Okay, we got to pull the rear gear, and that's what this is for. How do we get the pinion gear off?
Once the carrier's out with the rear gear, we'll be able to get a wrench in there and hold the nut, and then spin the drive shaft to release that.
Now the forward gear then just kind of pops out.
Yeah, once everything's out of the way, we can reach in and grab it.
You were talking about the shims and everything. All of the tolerances are correct here, so we don't have to replace that. But a lot of dealerships will actually just have this as a warranty kind of item, and the customer winds up paying about $2,100, $2,200 for a new lower unit.
If it's not warranted, it's out of pocket.
We're running about $200 with parts here.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's much more affordable. It's also, I mean, the dealerships can send, and they should, send their technicians up there just like you to get these different certifications. We're all out of time. Taylor's going to be in great shape here. We will see you on the next go around.
Master your most challenging offshore experience with confidence and ease with Yamaha Helmmaster. Precise, intuitive control on the open seas. Unrivaled ease for maneuvering and docking in port. And now SetPoint adds 3 new dimensions to boat control. Maintain boat position with fish point, or a position and heading with stay point, or a heading while you drift with drift point. Yamaha Helmmaster, now with SetPoint. Complete digital control for today's larger offshore boats.